Welcome to Study Learning. আজিৰ এই ভিডিঅ'টোত মই আলোচনা কৰিবলৈ গৈ আছোঁ Hslc ক্লাছ 10ৰ ইংৰাজী সাপ্লিমেণ্টাৰী ৰিডাৰৰ 4টা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কুৱেশ্যন আনসাৰৰ বিষয়ে। মই আশা কৰোঁ এই ভিডিঅ'টো তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে এটা হেল্পফুল ভিডিঅ' হ'ব, কাৰণ মই এই ভিডিঅ'টোত যি 4টা কুৱেশ্যনৰ বিষয়ে ডিছকাছ কৰিছোঁ, এই কুৱেশ্যন কেইটা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ টেক্সট পেপাৰৰ পৰা কালেক্ট কৰা কুৱেশ্যন আৰু লগতে প্ৰিভিয়াছ ইয়াৰত অহা কুৱেশ্যন হয়। গতিকে তোমালোকে ভিডিঅ'টো মিছ নকৰি অন্তিম সময়লৈ চাই থাকিবা। আৰু যদি তোমালোকে এতিয়াও আমাৰ এই ষ্টাডি লাৰ্নিং নামৰ চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা নাই, চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি ৰাখিবা এনেকুৱা ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কুৱেশ্যন আনসাৰৰ ভিডিঅ'বিলাক পোৱাৰ বাবে। তেনেহ'লে আহক ভিডিঅ'টো আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ। দ্য মিডনাইট ভিজিটৰ্ছ। প্ৰথম কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে হু ৱাজ মেক্স, গিভ এ ব্ৰিফ ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যন অফ হিজ কনভাৰচেশ্যন উইথ আছাবল। 2017ত কুৱেশ্যনটো আহিছিল। আনচাৰটো হৈছে মেক্স ৱাজ অলছ' এ স্পাই আছাবল মেট হিম ইন হিজ ৰুম। ইট ছিমছ ডেট দে হেড ন'ন ইচ আদাৰ। আছাবল থট ডেট মেক্স ৱাজ ইন বাৰ্লিন এণ্ড ৱাজ ছাৰপ্ৰাইজ টু ফাইণ্ড হিম ইন হিজ ৰুম। মেক্স হেড entered the room secretly while Asabel was not there. He was a standard man of moderate height. His pointed face was like that of a fox, that signified that he was a crafty person. He told Asabel that he had come with the idea of taking the letter from him, as it would remain safer in his hands than in Asabel's. Then Asabel wondered how Max could get into his room. He wanted to raise the matter with the management, then with a view to hoodwink Max, Asabel told him about the imaginary balcony through which, as he suspected, Max had entered his room. Max said that he did not enter the room through any balcony. He entered using passkey. Max added that if he knew of the balcony, it might have saved him some trouble. 2 নম্বৰ কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে what did Asabel say about the balcony? What purpose did it serve? Or how does Asabel manage to make Max believe that there is a balcony attached to his room? এই কুৱেশ্যনটো 2015 আৰু 19ত আহিছিল। বহুতো ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয়। 2022 বৰ্ষৰ ফাইনেল পৰীক্ষাত অহাৰ সম্ভাৱনা খুবেই বেছি। গতিকে তোমালোকে মিছ নকৰিবা, ইয়াৰ আনচাৰটো ধুনীয়াকৈ শিকি ল'বা। আনচাৰটো হৈছে Asabel said about the imaginary balcony to dupe and hoodwink Max, whom he found in his room while he was away. Finding Max in his room holding a pistol and demanding the report, Asabel created the scene of the imaginary balcony. When Max said that he did not know about the balcony, Asabel replied that it was not his balcony and it belonged to the next apartment. He told Max that his room used to be a part of a larger unit and the next room through that door used to be the living room and that had the balcony. He told that Max could get on to from the empty room 2 doors down. Further, he said that somebody got down through that in the previous month and the management promised to block that. The balcony served a big purpose. To escape from police, Max turned the doorknob, pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony. There he screamed once shrilly and was heard no more. Asabel told Fowler at the end there was no balcony. Next chapter 2 is footprints without feet. এই চেপ্টাৰটোৰ প্ৰথম ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট কুৱেশ্যনটো হৈছে হু ৱাজ গ্ৰিফিন, হাউ এণ্ড হোৱাই ডিড হি বিকাম ইনভিজিবল, হাউ ডিড হি বিকাম এ হোমলেছ ৱাণ্ডাৰ। আনচাৰটো হৈছে গ্ৰিফিন ৱাজ এ চাইণ্টিষ্ট. হি কেৰিড এক্সপেৰিমেণ্ট আফটাৰ এক্সপেৰিমেণ্ট টু প্ৰুভ ডেট হিউমেন বডি কুড বিকাম ইনভিজিবল. ফাইনেলি হি swallowed some rare drugs and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass. But it also remained as solid as glass. Though Griffin was a scientist, he was a lawless person. His landlords disliked him and tried to eject him. To take revenge on his landlord, Griffin set fire to the house. To escape without being seen, he had to remove his clothes. Thus he became a homeless wanderer, having no clothes on his body. no money and quite invisible. He went on wandering until he happened to step in some mud and left footprints wherever he walked. 2 number important question to is briefly describe the extraordinary behavior of Mrs. Hall's furniture. Answer to is getting up very early in the morning, the landlord and his wife found the door of the scientist wide open. Usually it remained shut and locked, and he was furious to find anyone entering his room. They thoroughly investigated the room and found to their surprise that the clothes and baggage that he always wore were lying about in the room. All of a sudden, Mrs. Hall heard a sniff close to her ear. A moment later, the head on the bedpost lifted up and dust itself into her face. Then bedroom chair became alive. It sprang into the air and charged straight at her legs. As she and her husband turned away in terror, the chair passed them out of the room. Then the door slammed and locked after them. Mrs. Hall was about to fall out of panic. She thought that the room was haunted by spirits and the stranger had somehow caused those enter into her furniture. She was almost in hysterics. Mrs. Hall lamented that her poor mother used to sit in the chair. ধন্যবাদ ভিডিওটো চোৱাৰ কাৰণে। থ্যাংক ইউ ফৰ ৱাচিং দ্য ভিডিঅ'। মই আশা কৰোঁ তোমালোকে নিশ্চয় এই কুৱেশ্যনবোৰৰ আনচাৰ শিকি ল'বা, আৰু যদি ভিডিঅ'টো ভাল লাগে কমেণ্ট কৰি কমেণ্ট বক্সত জনাবা।